Jeremy and John with the Disc Jockey News. Today we're talking about the TRC 200A from Carvin. Very nice. We just got these in this week, and we're doing a little bit of a demo today. We're going to talk about this unit, talk about the powered sub, which is an 18 active, correct, John? Yeah, John.
Yep,
right
this
there.
is right there.
And then the satellites that hook up through the back via Nutrix connection, just like that. John, if you want to slip that up there, we lost the connector.
That's right. Now, what's really kind of cool about this is you've got the sub that has 3 different spots for the little short adapters. The way these are done is actually, if you can see, there is a pole mount hole on each side.
Yeah.
So one, you've got a pole mount hole on the sub. You put the little roughly 6 or 7 inch adapter in, then you can set it on. There's also a little rubber foot right there. So as we're stacking, you know, they're fairly secure. They don't
really are, yeah.
Yeah, they don't spin, they don't twist.
When it's on, it's on.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Yep, so it connects via Nutrix connection, and now we're plugged in just like so. So we've got the sub and the 2 satellites on the top. What's also really cool about this system, John, it comes with its own bag.
Yeah, that is very neat.
So as you can kind of see at home, I don't know if you can or not, but I've got 2 of these top units inside this bag. There's a compartment here for cords, shoulder strap. You know, you pick it up, you're probably at a good 50 pounds, 45 to 50 pounds. So it's not real light, but very, very durable and a great way to haul your speakers around. You throw them in the back of your car, wherever you want to put them, and you've got plenty of room for everything else compared to a regular size speaker with maybe a 12 or a 15 and a horn. Mm-hmm. So,
and one of the reasons they are as heavy as they are is they've got 9 3-inch drivers in here. Plus this is wood.
Yeah, it's solid wood.
They're solid. This isn't plastic, so the sound quality is going to be different coming out of a wood cabinet compared to a plastic cabinet. So
definitely different than anything else that we demo. It really is.
Precisely. And we've heard some kind of line array that are shaped similar to this. And
Absolutely.
There's a few on the market. But what the Carvin is doing with this particular one is they've gone to a higher power. Let's come in a little bit. Let's talk about some of the specs on these, because these are pretty cool.
They really are. All right, real good. Right here I've got the Carvin TRX 3903. This is the satellite line array that stacks in right to the sub, as you can see right there. And obviously we're looking at the back. And then you can put in the extra line array column on top. Just like so. Now a little bit of specs on these. John, what do you got?
Well, what's really kind of cool about this, of course, is it has the 9 3-inch drivers in that. So right now you're looking at 18 drivers, 3-inch drivers, 9 on the top, 9 on the bottom. Mm-hmm. The thing that really stands out to me is that this has an SPL rating when it's being powered by that sub of about 128 dB.
And that's per cabinet.
And that would be per cabinet. Yeah. So I mean, granted, you're getting close to 130 dB, which in our industry, that's a lot of snort.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. And then you combine this powerful subwoofer.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at a 2,500 watt active subwoofer down here that plugs in via Nutrix connection to the high packs.
Yeah.
So on here you've got your display. Your display goes through different variations of what hertz you want to cross this over at. I believe it goes as like 63, I think is where it starts, all the way up to about 160, 180 hertz, where you can cross over the sub. You can also do a sub boost. We tried it with the sub boost and without the sub boost. We could hear a little bit of a difference, but not an extraordinarily huge amount. When you turn it off and turn it back on, all the presets are back on normal. Wouldn't you say that kind of how you explain it?
Yeah, that's what it seemed. It seemed that it kind of reset itself. And I think the sub boost would be in a situation if you had someone who was doing more of a live acoustical.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they needed to have just a little bit more, say coming from their guitar. For a DJ application, I don't know if that sub boost, would be great during dinner, but you get into the dance. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of sub boost when you get into trying to push more of a dance music.
A few minutes ago, we just cranked up some Pitbull. We cranked up Carly Rae Jepsen. We put on a few different things with music to run through this system. everything sounded very good, very crisp, very clear. The sub, you can definitely tell it's there. It's not like you're working with a 12 or a 15. You're working with a full 18, 2500 watt sub. You can tell you've got that much power underneath these highs. What else to add? You got fan cool, of course, back here. You've got your through to get to your next stackable line array from Carvin. Just a really good system. They thought of a lot of things when they came out with these, and they touched on a lot of things that us as DJs and even live performers are looking for. And I think they really got it right here.
Yeah, I was really, really impressed. I mean, one of the concerns with a lot of the line array systems is the amount of bass you're getting.
Exactly.
And they definitely have a solution for that. Oh my gosh.
They did, yeah.
It really, really thumps along really, really quite well.
Yeah, perfect. Let's listen to these.
It sounds great. So now we turned the top just a little bit so you can kind of see one of the problems we have as DJs, of course, are cord management.
Absolutely.
And that's a concern because we saw the wires and such, which the system comes with the wires, which is fabulous because otherwise, you're talking about a 14-inch wire here.
Maybe.
Yeah, you'd have to go and run it and buy, and not cool. But what's really nice is that they've included, and they are designed for the system. So you have a little 14-inch jumper, you've got about a 3 foot to go from the sub to the first one.
About that.
Really nice. Now, I can turn these, but again, because of the different material, like a rhino type bed liner material that's covering they don't turn easily.
They don't.
But they do if you need to, which there are times, that a person may want to just turn a little bit, but a line array, dispersion.
Your coverage is going to be going like this rather than directional.
Yeah,
it's going to basically cover your whole room from where it sits right here. So when you've got your whole crowd dancing on the dance floor, your sub is here, let's say your dance floor is off to our left, you don't really need to turn them because everybody's going to be able to hear them when shooting out straight.
Yeah.
Just like so.
Yeah, exactly. Let's put a little, what do you got there, Jimmy? Go
right, let's go test something out here.
So as we can hear right now, plenty of highs, plenty of mids. You can't obviously feel the bass, but at such low volume, you can really tell we've got a subwoofer underneath.
Definitely gives you a lot of thought. It was shaking the pants earlier. We really pushed it because we wanted to see how loud we could get.
We can get loud. I mean, that's not a problem with the system at all.
Okay, so John, what are really good factors about this system?
Well, I'm a huge fan of that dispersion. I love the ability to, have sound evenly throughout. And one of the things I was reading about these, and granted it's winter in Minnesota, we couldn't go outside where we could check the distance of the throw. Mm-hmm. But they're talking that clarity at 300 feet, which, for those of you who don't, that's a football field length.
It's huge.
American football field length, for those of you in the rest of the world. So that's really fabulous. So they have got the throw, again, because of the line array. Dispersion, because of the line array. It's a win-win situation. So that's the good side of that. Now the negative side of the line array. The dispersion will make it so that you're going to have weird things happening. And I'll get to that. Second part, and then I'll come back to the first. The second one is, with the line array, is that when I'm behind it, if I'm DJing and I have one here and I have a second over here, it's loud by me.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's one of the negative things with line array. Now, so what's cool about it is we could take this, and I could have this one in a corner over there, and this one in a corner over there, spreading it out for me. But most of the time, the venues are set up as a DJ with my table and sound, lighting, and we're all against.
You have a very small area.
Small area,
like we all know. Yeah.
So they have the horsepower. They get great sound. But you're going to be hearing it. So after doing a 5 or 6 hour show with these, you're going to know. So it's definitely a time where I would have some kind of a hearing filter.
Absolutely. Another thing, like I said, that I really like about this system, it comes with its own bags for the top. That's huge to me.
Yeah.
I mean, you put it, I've got a compact car, you put this whole system in the car, not a problem, obviously, fold down seats for the subwoofers, but everything fits.
Yeah,
everything fits. I love that all the wires come with it. One thing we did notice, the mids are very in your face. We have turned down the mids a little bit on our mixer that we're using this afternoon because of that. I wouldn't say harsh, but just you definitely know you've got mids.
Yeah, exactly. And this
Yeah.
is getting back to the first negative of the line array system is we were in this room which has a hard sheetrock, has a couple of hard sheetrock walls.
Yeah.
We've got a garage door right here. And what was happening is that those mids were coming off the speaker, hitting these hard surfaces, and getting to us so quickly that it really was, I mean, we were like, wow, that's really, the mids are, kind of harsh. So what we ended up doing is actually opening up the garage door and setting these outside a little bit, and oh my gosh, different situation.
Huge difference.
Different situation.
Huge
So
difference.
in a typical venue where you're going to have more things to kind, you're not going to be bouncing the sound immediately, and you're going to have more bodies and some soft surfaces, what have you. It makes a big difference because once we opened the door and had some more air around them, we could turn we brought it up, not all the way. The mids were still on the board. We're still at 11 o'clock, but before that, we were probably down at 9 o'clock on the mids.
Exactly, yeah. I'll be performing at a elementary school event this weekend. I'm going to try these out this weekend.
That sounds
We're
good.
going to see how they sound in that type of an environment. The gymnasium isn't a huge gymnasium, but it's a good basketball size gymnasium. We're looking at probably, I'd say, 300 people.
Nice.
And I really want to test these out, see how they sound. So the next video, like we said, we're going to have this in a live environment with a bunch of kids and adults, and we'll see how it goes.
And one of the things when we were testing here is, again, with the line array, one of the problems some people have had is the microphone. Well, I've got my music here, and there's not enough extra to give me a decent microphone.
Yeah.
We were loud.
We really were.
We were
Yeah.
way too loud. It's a good thing the neighbors weren't around. We were really loud, and I was literally 7-8 feet in front of it.
If that, yeah.
And telling a story of boredom, and I thought it was pretty exciting. Jeremy didn't, but we were loud, and you could hear, and I was still above music. So for the times you were playing loud, and you needed to go have the kids going boom, you could do that.
You
So I'm
could
going to be
really
really
do that, yeah.
really excited to hear this in that situation because you're going to be on a mic a lot at
Exactly.
a little kid dance. So.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, real good. Well, you can check these out.
We'll put a link in the description below so you can check this system out from Carvin. Some cool stuff. Watch for our next video.
Real good. Thanks so much.